Hi, I'm Aliza Shatzman, and I'm the president and co-founder of the Legal Accountability Project. We're a nonprofit that seeks to ensure that as many law clerks as possible have a positive clerkship experience, while extending support and resources to the ones who don't. The Legal Accountability Project is the resource that I wish existed when I was a law student applying for clerkships, a law clerk facing mistreatment and unsure where to turn for help, and a former clerk engaged in the formal judicial complaint process. This fall, the Legal Accountability Project will visit more than 20 law school campuses across the country to talk about judicial accountability and how the Legal Accountability Project's initiatives will transform the clerkship landscape for the next generation of young attorneys. I'll share my personal experience with gender discrimination, harassment, and retaliation by a former DC Superior Court judge, to inspire law students to demand safer workplaces, and to empower current and former clerks to stand up for themselves, file complaints, and work to remove more abusers from positions of power. I also intend to combat the toxic culture of silence in the legal community that discourages law clerk reporting. I was personally told on numerous occasions, often by women, that I must have done something wrong because the judge hired me in the first place, that the right professional decision would have been not to report the mistreatment I experienced, and that speaking publicly would tarnish my reputation. I'll also talk about the scope of the problem, that judicial misconduct is pervasive and unaddressed in both the state and federal courts. Then I'll offer some solutions, including the Judiciary Accountability Act, or JAA, legislation that would finally extend Title VII protections to federal judiciary employees, including law clerks and federal public defenders. I'll also talk about the Legal Accountability Project's major fall initiatives, the Centralized Clerkships Reporting Database, which will democratize information about judges, enabling as many law students as possible to have as much information about judges as possible before applying for clerkships, and our Judiciary Workplace Culture Assessment, which will finally answer the question, how pervasive is harassment in the judiciary? For law schools that have already signed on to our initiatives, we're excited to discuss these with your students, faculty, and administrators. For law schools that have not yet come on board, we intend to galvanize a groundswell of student support. It is students and alumni demanding change that will push this movement forward. I speak often to student leaders, and I've been heartened by the enormously positive response. They understand that these issues are urgent and unaddressed, and they are excited to bring us to their campuses and engage on these issues. If you are a law student, law professor, or dean or administrator, and I have not yet reached out to you to discuss the Legal Accountability Project's initiatives, including fall programming, please reach out to me. Our fall travel schedule is filling up. We are always looking for additional law school partners, and we're excited to begin planning our spring 2023 travel schedule. I am enormously grateful for the positive response and support I've received from my personal and professional networks. If you would like to support the Legal Accountability Project's initiatives, you can visit legalaccountabilityproject.org. Thanks, and we hope to see you on the road in the fall.